a special edition of a reaction video here on a Monday from Talladega. They're about to get the restart here with 13 laps to go. Ricky Stenhouse leading into 17. Let's go from Talladega. You're probably wondering why we're racing today instead of yesterday. There was a lot of rain at Talladega yesterday. They only got through stage 1. But once they got through the first stage, rain came around, and it just would not stop. And it takes a while to dry a track like Talladega. So about 5 o'clock, it was still coming down. NASCAR decided to move the remainder of the race to today. I had to get through school, got back about 3:15. And they had just finished stage 2 when I came back. So that gave me just enough time to charge up my phone. And now we're able to get things going. As Kurt Busch is on the outside of Stenhouse. He's got a good run. Kurt Busch eliminated from the playoffs after a lackluster first round. Now competing with Ricky Stenhouse, who's fighting for a job next year. They announced that Chris Buescher was going to take over the 17 next year at Roush Fenway. Stenhouse does not have a ride set for 2020 yet. He's trying to win this race. Meanwhile, here's Kurt Busch taking the lead with drafting help from Matt DiBenedetto. Matty D trying to win a race as well. He's come close a couple of times this year. Right there on the back bumper, but cannot be able to make a move. That was a push from Kyle Busch. What can Matt DiBenedetto do coming out of 4, if anything? He stays right on Kurt's back bumper. He's waiting on another line to make a push. If he makes a move by himself, does anybody else decide to go with him? Because right now, it's Chevy, Toyota, Ford, 1, 2, 3. Who knows who's going to work with who? David Reagan running in the 4th spot. Reagan's hanging it up at the end of the year. What would it mean for him to go to victory lane in his final plate race? He's won here before in that front row car. He did it in the 34 in 2013 with help from his former teammate David Gilliland. You may or may not remember that. A bunch of other guys that usually are also Rans. Uh-oh. Hood flaps about to come off the 38. Watch out there. Matt DiBenedetto as well. 10 laps to go. Tensions beginning to rise. And I think at this point, you forget about teammates. It's every man for himself at this point. Down the back, what moves are going to be made now, if any? Kyle Busch keeps trying to go to the outside lane. He's trying to make some noise here. He keeps trying to go to the outside. He's going to try to side draft Daniel Hemrick. Now he's going to get alongside him. Is anybody going to go with him? Looks like Ryan Blaney is going to try to help out Kyle Busch. They're going to try to make a run here on the high side. Here comes Stenhouse as well, moving in for second on DiBenedetto. 9 to go. Stenhouse is going to go to the bottom. An aggressive move by Ricky Stenhouse, and he's going to take the lead. DiBenedetto back to the inside. They're still side by side. However, Kurt does not have as much help as Stenhouse does. Whoa, almost a little bit of contact there. Whew. Everybody running on each other's bumpers. If they do this for so much longer, I'm afraid there might be another big one. They've already had 2 of them today with the aggressive racing they've had. Stenhouse continues to lead the pack. Heading into the tri-oval, Matt DiBenedetto running in second. Kevin Harvick competing for third with Kurt Busch as he gets loose again. 8 to go. And here comes Kurt Busch to the outside. He's got drafting help.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. stays to the inside line. Now
Kurt Busch has the run, but now Stenhouse has help from DiBenedetto here on the inside. The help. Kyle Busch going to try to go 3 wide. He's got drafting help from Brendan Gaughan in a one-off race. They're 3 wide for the lead. When have we last seen this at Talladega? Last couple of years we've seen single file racing. Listen to the fans. They're going crazy with this 3-wide running. Kyle Busch to the lead. Brendan Gaughan possibly to second as he tries to block Kurt Busch, but he's unable to do so. 7 to go. Kyle Busch might be a sitting duck. You never know. He's got to block every single run now. Kurt Busch goes high. Stenhouse back to the inside. Stenhouse is really running for it here. As Kyle Busch gets turned, Brendan Gaughan goes around. Kurt Busch, and I say around goes Gaughan, over he goes. Almost everybody involved in the crash. Kurt Busch involved. Kyle Busch involved. Stenhouse might have gotten a little bit of it.
Wow, it's crazy. Brendan Gaughan just flipped around.
And Brendan Gaughan just doing a 360 in the air. Major damage to Brad Keselowski. Now my question is, who in the hell made it out of it? Who the hell made it out of there? I think almost everybody crashed.
The bumpers just don't line up as well as they used to.
I'm not even sure if Keselowski can make it back to pit road. Hood up on his car. His suspension is completely warped up. Kyle Busch made an aggressive move on the high line to take the lead. Now he's got a bunch of damage.
I just go back to what Kyle Busch told me before the Motor Mouth show last Wednesday. He said, man, I've been wrecked in the front, in the middle, in the back, and he was leading.
Kyle Busch just does not like restrictor plate tracks. According to Kyle, he says they're not real race tracks. As their medical crews are attending to Brendan Gaughan. I hope he's okay after that crash. David Reagan also involved. Matt DiBenedetto involved. They might have to throw the red flag here.
Let's check out this replay. See exactly.
All right, so here's a replay here. Let's see what happened here. Kurt Busch tried to make a move after Stenhouse tried to come up. And indeed, they have thrown the red flag according to the peacock indicator on the top right side of your screen. Yeah, Stenhouse tried to side draft Kyle Busch. Meanwhile, Kurt Busch, his brother, was trying to make a move, and there goes Brendan Gaughan doing a full 360 back onto his 4 wheels. That's going to make it onto crash highlight reels for a while. I wonder if Chase made it out of it.
If the side force didn't help push the car and roll it off the front bumper.
And he had side push, as Jeff Burton was mentioning. But a wild crash for Brendan Gaughan as he goes upside down. This shot tells everything right here. Let's take a look at that.
It looks like a toy car. It doesn't look real. 3,400 pounds. Remember that.
Yeah, it looks like what some of these cameras do in a stop motion race. A rookie trying to do a stop motion race, just moving, small kid moving cars around on a make-believe racetrack. I remember doing that when I was younger. I still collect the 164s, but I don't race them like I did when I was younger. I just mainly do it for collecting and connoisseuring. But a huge crash for Brendan Gaughan as they have thrown out the red flag here at Talladega.
We're seeing these guys at 200 miles an hour get airborne.
A pan of behind the back stretch, some airplanes there.
Yeah, it looks like a toy car, but it doesn't take much to get air under that.
Remember, you cannot work on the cars. You can inspect them, but you cannot work on them under the red flag. We'll see if we can be able to get going and who, if anybody, got through it and who can win the race. We'll try to figure out the answers to all those questions in a little bit.